All right. Hey, Brad here from Grill Great, and it's Friday in October. It's beautiful outside here in Georgia. I know a lot of you are getting the first snow up north, but we're ending our summer with a bang. Anyway, well, kind of bang. I just got back in the office. I've been out, I think, every Friday for like the last month, and come home and our website is down, our mail server's down, but I'm not down. So I said, what are we gonna do, gang? We're gonna grill. So we're gonna grill some lunch here, and it's a great excuse to do a little live and share some stuff, especially since we just got back from the State Cook-Off Association World Championship in Fort Worth. 4 solid days of fun. Probably one of the nicest events I've ever been to. The competition was like a church picnic. Everybody rooting each other on and just high spirits. It's just unbelievable. Hats off to Ken and Brett, Michelle, the entire set of judges, and the people who work so hard, because you guys didn't just pull off a competition, you pulled off an event. So anyway, we're going to recap some of that, and it'll be fun to do that. Hakeem, you did a great job of capturing a lot of the behind the scenes, the actions for the several days. So it'll be fun to share that. There's a lot of cool stuff. And we got to do something, and you helped a lot there too. We got to grill lunch and breakfast for the teams. Lunch on Saturday, breakfast on Sunday. We cranked out quesadillas and fed everybody as they're walking back and forth between judges' meetings and turn-ins. And Sunday morning, which was my favorite, we did a breakfast pizza. One of my favorite recipes. It's hard. A lot of pre-work, you're pre-cooking, and Susan was volunteered to go home and do that while we were finishing up one afternoon. But we pre-cooked everything and then just made some spectacular breakfast pizzas. And it was really fun to serve the teams. We were putting some, hatch chili peppers on top. For those, and most people like that too. So it was great to do. So I've got some highlights to share with you before we go out and grill lunch. Lunch, you may ask, what is lunch going to be? Well, it's going to be burgers and brats, but no beer. We did have a lot of beer last weekend, but none today on Friday. Well, I may eat my words. But what are we grilling? We're grilling up some Reiki's Wagyu Angus patties here. This is really impressive. I have to say there were 3 of these. There's only 1 left, but I did find this in the freezer. And I found some crowd cow from Wolf. This is Chris Wolf from Wolf Brothers Farm. I bought a lot of this. I've got lots of this in the freezer. So we're gonna do some brats. Julia's at the store grabbing the Johnsonville brats. So we've got our crowd cow. I have to shout out Ashton Kutcher too. I mean, it is amazing to see how he shouted them out in, what is that show, The Ranch? That's a new one to me, but I could see that humor fits right in there. So anyway, we're doing some burgers and brats for lunch, and now let's kind of talk a little bit more about what made this past weekend so amazing. There was a party on Thursday night for the international teams that were in early, and hell, there was hundreds of people there. And then Friday night, after everybody was set up, the kickoff was at River Ranch in Fort Worth, and for those of you who ever had an event there, it is unbelievable. But what was nice about this, it was just electric. There was over 1,000 people in the crowd, all buzzing, all happy to be there, everybody seeing each other, hugging and kissing, and it was just fabulous. And lots of recognition on the stage, all kinds of international teams, Australians and Germans. I mean, it was just great to celebrate each other. And people like Carrie, Luke, and Brian getting those kind of awards. And then, it just was an electric evening. And obviously, I appreciated being called on stage, although it was a little awkward because I had a couple scotches and Joe Wilson just interrupted the darn thing. I mean, Joe Wilson used me as a little comedy sped, I think, but it was very nice to come up and see that recognition and have him engage the audience on behalf of Grill Great and us. So that was a little good. And fortunately, since I had a few scotches, I kept my marks very brief. In fact, I didn't really know what to say, but it was a lot of fun. And the big winner that night, obviously, was Matt Overson. For those of you who've been watching, he was the runaway winner of the Ace Points Chase. That's kind of like the FedEx Cup. These guys are competing for points all year long. And the stats on that are unbelievable. He put on 45,000 miles, competed in 83 comps. Now there's 52 weeks in a year. That means he did several doubles. And I think there was even a quad in there. He won a trip to Australia, the Cool Ring. He is now an elite member of a very small group, PK 360. And it was my first chance to get to meet Matt, and it was fun to watch him in action. Especially when they did a chimney cartel thing, which was great. They had an Australian, the German guys, and Matt, or points chase winners, I believe. But they were all on these cool new chimneys that were built just for the event. And this chimney cartel thing is real. I mean, after watching this, Vic, my hat is off to you. I'm really impressed with the chimney cartel. It's this new subset of steak cook-offs and steak grilling, and I think it may be kind of like a renaissance grill. You may see open fire grilling have another entrant in the category. So very impressive. Open fire grilling is where it's at, and that's where what happened all that weekend. That cook-off was spread off over 2 days. So Saturday, everybody was engaged. All hands on deck. Everybody's competing to be in the top 63 to cook the next day. If you weren't, they had the first cook-off of the season, the Kickoff Classic. So over, I think it was close to 300 people cooked in just the Classic. So you can imagine how many teams were going at it Saturday and Sunday. And walking around was probably one of my favorite things, other than doing breakfast. And thinking about it, I need to shout out Westlake Ace. Those guys were awesome. I mean, they got involved. They brought grills. I got the demo on a Traeger Ironwood and a Weber Spirit, which was fun, doing our breakfast pizzas and quesadillas. It was perfect to showcase their grills and the grill grades. But we had a miniature pop-up grill store there, courtesy of Ace Hardware. That was awesome. And Westlake Ace, you guys impressed me. It was fun to walk your stores, get to know your gang. Very impressed that they sent a lot of their store people to work through those couple of days, and they got a PhD in steak grilling, and it was fun. It was really fun. And Westlake, thank you very much for that. Like I said, walking around probably was my favorite part, aside from doing the breakfast. So the SCA, what can I say? It was probably one of the most enjoyable 4 days I've had in a long time. And I think a lot of people who were there will tell you the same thing. So this thing is real. I mean, it's a 6-year-old organization, 5,000 members. If you're not a member of the SCA, I think you know the next part, join the SCA. So Brett and Ken, thank you very much. Of course, I'm going to now, I have to get at this. I'm very pleased to griddle. We're going to do lunch. And if you hadn't noticed, I've been thawing these babies because we only decided to go live when we came in this morning and realized no website, no power, no nothing here, it seems like. Our server is still down from what I'm told, but I should make the public service announcement. Our phone is working. We will take your order over the phone, and we will ship it today, and we will be able to bill your credit card separately than around through our shopping cart, which is down as part of grillgreat.com. So grillgreat.com is lost in the universe somewhere, but we're not. And I'm about to grill lunch for our gang and have some fun here. So we're defrosting on the griddle. And I think this will be ready in the next few minutes, so it's time to go prep that part. But again, thanks to the SCA for a great weekend. Susan and I just jumped back on the plane when we got home. We just spent the last 2 days at our supplier, working on all kinds of new stuff. We're going to have a couple of new things for Christmas that I'm very excited about. And we've got Christmas on our mind here at Grill Great. In fact, this is kind of fun. I'm anxious to hear what we're up to with these. But anyway, we're excited. We're proud of the SCA. We're appreciative of the SCA. We're so happy for everybody that was there, got called. Oh, you didn't let me finish. I forgot to call out the winner. Robbie Staggs, Amarillo, Texas. Champion Grill Barbecue Store. This guy is one of our customers, which is thrilling enough in itself. But Robbie and his wife, Jennifer, won the whole thing. $10,000 check, and it couldn't happen to nicer people. The place erupted when Mark came in second, Mark Hundley. The enthusiasm at the awards from top to bottom was just unbelievable. Like I said, it was a great weekend. I think you need to put the SCA as part of your to-do list and see if you can get yourself a golden ticket to cook next year at the World Championships. Right. Friday afternoon here at Grill Great. It's really nice. I got to show you this. This has been on our trade show booth for like, what, 2 or 3 weeks since we got back from Ace. The grates that we used were just absolutely disgusting. I used our cleaner, brushed them real good. You can see the oxidation where the cleaner's dried. Watch this. Watch this. So these rails, I mean, these grates have seen a ton of cooking. And I cleaned them really well, used the scraper, and I'm just digging that. I mean, we talk about a beautiful soup. Grates. And they're going to see some Wagyu burgers, some patties from Rakey's beef, a little sausage and pepper. Let's go. I'm like 95% here. And this is the peppers and onions. New tool alert. It won't make Christmas holiday, but you'll see it spring of 2020. A lot of other cool products too. If you use the flat side a lot, you're going to want this. But if you're going to only buy one tong, buy both of the fingers. But this is coming, guys. We're doing a lot of this, and it's nice, really nice. Would you get me a bowl to put these in there,
yeah.
Julia?
Right.
These patties from Rakey's Beef, Nebraska. Wow, it's beautiful. A little B&O on there. Oh, and they're perfect. These are going on the flat top side. And this is the Crow Cow product from Wolf Brothers in Virginia. So, really excited. So here we go. Yeah, we're on a busy road. Yeah, baby. One of my favorite sounds in the world. Neat, baby. We did these onions, rails up. That is, they're so clean. So clean, I'm scared I might pick up the whole thing. Just a little more. It's amazing, we're running right at medium and this thing is just smiling. I am filling up the grill here, Hakeem. We'll put a couple of these over here. Put this in, come right back and we'll flip those suckers. We'll just put that down, I'll do that now. Thank you. This is a trial and error thing, Hakeem. Damn. How pretty is that? I think the new tool gets a passing grade. This one might be a little clean though. Oh no, he's good. Okay. Now we flip it over here. Not quite, I can tell. Not quite. Yeah, baby. Beautiful. Even early. Well, it's time to sign off here from Grill Grade. It's lunchtime. Our website should be up any minute. So we will take phone orders until then. It's been very frustrating 24 hours, but hey, you know, that happens. So we'll leave all the innocent and guilty off the list. I'm just happy that we're going to have a great lunch together. So have a great weekend. Congrats again to the SCA. Ken and Brett, you pulled off an amazing event. We're proud of you, and we're proud to be part of it. So have a great weekend, everybody. Time for lunch. Exactly.